57 days away from the midterms, and 3 states will finish out primary election season tomorrow: Delaware, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. Bitterly contested GOP races in New Hampshire. They are putting the Granite State in the national spotlight. In a key Senate race, retired Army Brigadier General Don Bolduc is leading in public polls against opponent State Senate President Chuck Morse. The winner will take on Democratic incumbent Senator Maggie Hassan. New Hampshire Republicans feel they've got a big opportunity to flip a seat that will help them regain control of the House in November. Former President Trump has yet to endorse a candidate in this race, which is being led by 2 of his former staffers, Matt Mowers and Karoline Leavitt, who are considered the frontrunners in the latest polling. The winner will face Democrat Chris Pappas. But Leavitt is backed by a bevy of hard-right Republicans, including New York's Elise Stefanik and Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who paid a visit to the state to show Leavitt a little love.
I love the great state of New Hampshire. I've spent a lot of time here. I look forward to being back. But my focus right now is November 2022, because I think this election is a pivotal election.
Joining us now is New Hampshire senatorial candidate and retired Army Brigadier General Donald Bolduc, and New Hampshire congressional candidate and former NCAA athlete Karoline Leavitt. A warm welcome to you both. Thanks for being here on this primary eve.
It's great to be here, Jennifer. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Caroline, let's start with you. Your race, of course, has gotten pretty nasty. The Democrats are resorting to some really vicious smear tactics. And you tweeted, "The Democrats are smearing me, and the establishment Republicans are spending $5 million against me." The Democrats are even putting out lawn signs calling you KKK Caroline because of your strong stance on the border and law enforcement. And earlier I was watching you. You did an interview with my colleague Sean Spicer, and you mentioned that you'd have a tough time supporting Kevin McCarthy. Talk to us about what's going on.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. You know, I got into this race a year ago, Jen, to be an unapologetically homegrown America First voice for the people of my home state of New Hampshire. And that has pissed off the Democrats, certainly, because I'm calling them out for their egregious policies that are hurting families in New Hampshire like my own, with record high inflation, record high gas prices, an open border that's sending fentanyl to our state. These are all policies of the Biden, Pappas, Pelosi administration, Pappas being my far-left Democrat incumbent who will be in November. But I've also ticked off the establishment Republicans, too, because I'm fighting for the people, not for the party bosses down in Washington, D.C. And in the past 2 weeks alone, the establishment Republicans have spent $6 million to smear me and prop up my primary opponent, Matt Mowers, who they believe will be a safe rubber stamp for the party. And I've called out the weak Republicans for their $54 billion that they stole from taxpayers to send to Ukraine. I've said proudly I will not vote to raise the debt ceiling in D.C. until we get this spending under control. I've taken positions for the people, not the establishment. That's why they're after me. But I'm wearing all of these attacks as a badge of honor because I know I have the support of the people of my home district. And if you're in the 1st District of New Hampshire, let's reject the swamp and flood the polls. Get out and vote Caroline for Congress tomorrow.
And General, you're leading in the polls now, but we're seeing MAGA Republicans getting attacked from all sides, from the executive level down. How confident are you that the primary MAGA candidates are going to pull through and prove victorious tomorrow?
Well, I think we're going to do very well because of the strategy that we've all adhered to. I started campaigning 2 years ago, been to every town and city in this state. I have talked to Granite Staters, held the hands of moms and dads that are suffering because they can't put meals on the table, they can't pay medical bills, they can't pay their taxes, they can't pay for the registration or inspection of their vehicles. This high inflation that the Biden administration and Maggie Hassan has cost this state and this nation is terrible. The out-of-control spending, the $5.1 trillion between March and August that has been spent, and it has also been carelessly supported by Republicans as well. This is the fault of Republicans and Democrats, and we're seeing it come to life now. And Granite Staters are not happy. They're angry. They're concerned. They are very afraid for their current livelihood and, more importantly, the future of their children and grandchildren. And I share this with them. I feel it with them. I go through this with them. $467 electric bill this month. up from 185 in my household. I can't afford that. We are in this together, and we're fighting the establishment, the special interest lobbyists and wealthy political elite that are presiding over us and creating hardship. And you know what? Local level, state level, federal level, the elected officials, the appointees, it doesn't matter. They put us in this position, and now they want us to re-elect them. We got to say hell no to that. We can't do this. This is about the future of this country, a healthy economy, strong fiscal policy, and safety and security of Americans.
So there's no question so much is at stake in these midterms. Karoline, you know, this race could flip the balance of power in the House. It's divided MAGA Republicans and the party's leaders in the House. And it's really turned into a bitter, expensive battle over basically who's Trumpier. Were you prepared for this? And talk to us about how you're feeling on the eve of the election, as I'm sure you've been doing a lot of TV hits I've seen, and of course, speaking with a lot of voters.
Yes, well, I can tell you, I feel so confident heading into tomorrow's primary. My phone is blowing up right now with well wishes and prayers from so many amazing people that I've met over the last year. And that's what this is about. It's about the people of this district. And frankly, I think the $6 million that's been launched against me and my family over the last couple of weeks is completely backfiring against the establishment. Voters are wise, and they understand when they're attacking you, it's because you're over the target and you're winning, and those in power feel threatened. And that's exactly what we need. People who are going to go down to Washington, D.C. and shake up the system, fight for term limits, fight to stop the spending, fight to close down our southern border, and fight to drain the swamp as President Trump did. I think it's shameful that we're spending this much money in a contested primary when we could be turning around in 48 hours and spending it against the far left Democrat who holds this seat. But nevertheless, my message will not change. I'm doing this for the people of my home district, and I will never stop fighting for them, not tomorrow, not through November, and not when I take this seat in January.
Well, Karoline Leavitt, General Bolduc, we will be watching very closely tomorrow. Thank you both for taking time to be with us tonight, and good luck to you in both of your races.
Thank you, and God bless you and your listeners.
God bless you.